Right. Sorry, guys. Right. Right. Nearly there, guys. Okay. Source. Window capture. Yes. Oh no, it'd be display capture, I think. Yep, that's source. Right. One. Capture cursor. Sorry guys. Right, and then videos. Yep. Oh. Play. Oh. Okay. And yep. Display. Right, yes. Okay. Done. Right. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, with all the big talking points, news from the football world, this is Football Central. Good evening, guys. Welcome to Football Central, where it's Manchester United v Crystal Palace in the Premier League. And we'll have pre-match build-up for you there. What's it not liking that? Come on, come on! Right. Come on. Oh, why are you? Oh. Well, that's just great. Seems we're having a bit of technical difficulties here. Anyway, as I said, good evening, guys. Welcome to Crystal Palace, Manchester United v Crystal Palace, and. Just a few things to say. I'm dropping the Match Talk Live name. All of these football shows are going to be called Football Central. So that's just a small thing. It means I don't have to do the titles again. And it just means that nobody gets confused and it's just easier. Right, why is it not allowing me to remove this? No, I just... Oh, please, get off! It's not allowing me to move anything. Fantastic. Oh, it's just one of those things. Anyway, as I said, good evening, guys. Well, I will bring you... first of all, before I bring you the team news, I thought I would give you the starting 11 that I want to start the match. Right. So just wait. Okay, just wait for it. There you go. So, here is my starting lineup. It's David De Gea in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back, Eric Bailly and Harry Maguire in defence, with Luke Shaw. Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes are joined by new signing Donny van de Beek in midfield. or Van de Beek, I'm not quite sure you pronounce him. Anthony Martial up front, accompanied by Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood. So that's my starting 11. Let's see the real starting 11 for today's match. So your lineup today is for Manchester United, David De Gea in goal, as I put. But it's different at right back. Wan-Bissaka's on the bench and presumably not fit enough, so Timothy Fosu-Mensah comes in. Victor Lindelof is in central defence instead of... Oh, hang on. Let's bring him in. Okay, and let's welcome JLI Wheels to the show. Hello there.
Hello, mate.
You okay?
Good, thank you. Good, thank you.
Yeah, we had a great show last night, didn't we?
We certainly did. We certainly did. Are you live at the minute?
I am, yes.
Okay. Hello, everybody. How are we?
Yeah, well, I'm good. So yeah, let's continue on, and always good to have you here.
Thank you very much. Where were you up to?
Just doing the team news. So Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire. So Lindelof instead of Eric Bailly, who I chose in my starting 11. Luke Shaw, like my starting 11. Paul Pogba, who was also in the starting 11 that I chose. Scott McTominay, he is in for, either Matic or Van de Beek. Well, Matic isn't even in the squad, so it will be for Van de Beek, and maybe Van de Beek will come off the bench. Potentially, Ole maybe want to ease him in. Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Daniel James instead of Mason Greenwood, with Anthony Martial, and on the bench, Eric Bailly, Mason Greenwood, Fred, Odion Igalo, Dean Henderson, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Van de Beek. For Crystal Palace, it's Guaita. I'm not sure if I pronounced his name right.
Guaita.
That's the one, thank you. Ward, Danny Ward, I think. Oh no, Joel Ward.
Joel Ward.
Was it? There was a player called Danny Ward, wasn't there? Or I?
Yeah, he's second choice for Leicester.
Oh, that's it. Oh dear. Kouyaté, Sacco, Mitchell, Andros Townsend, James McCarthy, another James in James McCarthy, Jeffrey Schlupp, Wilfred Zaha and Jordan Ayew. On the bench is Milivojevic, I can finally say his name, Max Meyer, Wayne Hennessy, Michy Batshuayi, who they re-signed on loan from Chelsea, Eze, Lloyd Kelly and Innis. And that completes...
It won't be Lloyd Kelly, it'll be Martin Kelly.
Oh, sorry, who does Lloyd Kelly play for?
Bournemouth.
Yes, that's it. Oh dearie me.
Have you discussed the Leeds game yet?
No, I haven't. But I've been watching Final Score, and wow, just an absolutely cracking game. I'm not sure if that's still going on. No, it's finished
No, it's over now.
It's finished full time. Leeds 4, Fulham 3. So here's how it started. Helder Costa, I'm not sure if I pronounced his name. He scored in the 5th minute. And then he scored in the... then it was Alexander Mitrovic for Fulham in the 34th minute. And then it was Costa again for the 57th minute. Klitsch or Kitch. Oh, I don't know how you pronounce his name.
I think it's Click.
Oh, right. Click. Oh, right. Okay. Another penalty, 41 minutes on the clock. Patrick Bamford for Leeds then scored at the 50th. And then it was Reed, the 62nd minute. And to complete the scoring, Alexander Mitrovic again at the 63rd minute. And assists for Leeds were Click and Bamford. And then assists for Fulham was Zambo Anguissa. I probably haven't pronounced that
you
name right.
You said that right. Zambo
Wow,
Anguissa.
have I? Okay, I did not think I pronounced his name right. And Tete or Tet or
Kenny T. I think it's I think it's Tete or Tite.
Okay, what of the two? Yeah. So what a cracking game, and then of course Everton West Brom. Another game which I'll be watching that on Match of the Day tonight. But wow, just Slaven Bilic and Kieran Gibbs getting sent off. And yeah, just Diagana, who they re-signed from West Ham, the very controversial. He scored for West Brom today. Calvert-Lewin again. Hannes Rodriguez got his first Everton goal. Michael Keane as well. So yeah, a very very good day for Everton, and another very good win. And not so good for West Brom.
I haven't seen the highlights yet because they're not on YouTube as of right now. But all I want to say is congratulations to Calvert-Lewin, somebody that I rate very highly.
Yeah, I've always liked him.
James being there.
Yeah, I think he's matured, hasn't he, as well?
James or Calvert-Lewin?
Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin's definitely matured into a great striker. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yep.
I think, with those creative outlets like Richarlison, like Rodriguez, with like powerful midfielders that will make runs. You sort of box to box fielder like midfielder like Doucouré.
Yeah.
There's always going to be those opportunities to create chances to score goals, and
yep.
Done here.
Yep. Yeah, I would agree with that. And yeah, Doucouré was playing again today in the starting 11, and Andre Gomez, who we mentioned on last night's show, also played as well. So, and then Gylfi Sigurdsson, of course, came on, another brilliant player for Everton, and certainly was for Swansea as well. So yeah, they've got a very very good squad. They just probably need, if they were to strengthen, another central defender and a goalkeeper, I would say.
I think it depends what kind of a game Pickford had, isn't it? He's very hit and miss. I think game of his life.
Yeah.
Or, not do so well as is. Just very quickly, I don't know if you've seen this, but two things to do with Liverpool and Wolves. Wolves have just signed Kijana Hueva.
Oh yeah, I get who
Liverpool,
you mean. Yeah,
the young fullback, he's about 18, 19 maybe.
yeah.
And Nuno today confirmed that.
Right,
Jota
okay, and then Jota, he's... Oh yeah, Liverpool confirmed the signing of Diego Jota on a long-term contract.
Oh yeah, there we go. They've literally just confirmed it 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, so we also, on this show, if we do have any more breaking news, then that's what we aim to give it to you, as well as looking ahead to today's matches. So what do you think about the United lineup?
I'm quite surprised by the inclusion of Fosu Mensah.
Yes.
We know from when he first broke through with Van Gaal that there was definitely something very good about him. He went out on loan to was it Fulham the first time when they were in the Premier League, and he was less than perfect, let's put it that way, and went out on loan to Palace and got injured, and then it's hardly played. But after the pandemic, he did come back, and play some okay stuff, some not well stuff.
Yeah, I didn't think he was particularly great, to be honest.
But he's a young players that can.
He's 27 though, isn't he?
Who, Fosu Mensah?
Yeah.
No, I think he's like 21.
Oh right. Oh okay. I'll just check that now, but I'm pretty sure. Yes, he is a young player, but I don't think he's. Let's just see. Timothy Fosu-Mensah. Oh, 22. Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, so he's sort of in that on the cusp of sort of you know, transitioning from a young player to a player that's been around for a few years.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It depends. It depends what they're doing. I think you know, there's a lot being said. I saw that Paul Merson had said that he found it shocking that United haven't brought that many players in, and I have to agree. I think, you know, there's no secret that they can't bring in star players anymore. But they also should be able to attract some. I think that, say, somebody like Reguilon would have been a great signing, and fair play to Tottenham for getting that deal done. But
Yeah.
I think United fans have reason to be a little bit upset, maybe a little bit worried as well, because
Although Woodward did warn that it wouldn't be business as usual this summer, that they'd have to be careful with their finances. So
the thing is, though, a brand like, you know, a footballing team and a footballing brand like Man United are, should be able to play, you know, to not have to play games and still make money. I don't believe, you know, it's similar to the Arsenal thing that we were talking about the other day. I don't believe that, like, yeah, they will have lost, you know, tens of millions of pounds, but with the amount of money that a football club like that can generate, surely, you know, there's still money around.
well, yeah, probably, but don't forget Richard Masters said, the Premier League chief executive, that, you know, they can't go without fans for certainly long term. You know, they're losing something like 700 million if fans don't return this season. So
And that's dead. That's the sort of figures that are worried.
yeah,
Are worrying, but we'll see. I think it's a stronger lineup for United. I'm glad that my prediction about Van der Beek not starting straight away was correct.
yes. Well, I'm pleased with that because it means it gets time to ease him in rather than throw him straight in.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, with the players coming from the Eredivisie, you can it can either be a Christian Eriksen or a
Yeah,
Christian Eriksen or a Jersey Altidore. So,
yeah,
you know, that's the problem, is you want to separate the Christian Eriksens from the Jersey Altidores. You can have a kind of a, you know, I think the two best recent examples for me are Eriksen and Bergwijn.
yeah,
And the two worst ones for me are probably Vincent Janssen
yeah.
and
He was
and
garbage.
Jersey Altidore.
Yeah,
But I think, you know, those kind of players in that league are hit and miss. It's a different style of league. Probably the football is much more freer, much more expansive. You know, lots of opportunities to attack, and I think obviously some players are gonna struggle with that because there's not as much
no,
there for them.
yeah. Look how far Ericsson has fallen as well since he's left Spurs.
I don't know. He did win the Europa League.
Well, yeah, but he's not
Won
been
the Europa League.
starting a lot.
Won the Europa League, third place in Serie A. I think it's better than what he would have done if he'd have stayed at Spurs. But
Well,
no,
that is true, but he's not played a lot at Milan.
it is quite well documented that it's not worked out well for him at Inter.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of him, I think. So
I have seen that actually. But yeah, so, you know, United obviously strong enough lineup. I think McTominay is a decent player, so I think he'll be able to fit in.
yeah, I like
Looking
McTominay.
looking forward to seeing what Fernandez can do this season. You know, was he a
Yeah,
was it a
can he
one
keep up?
season thing?
Yeah, can he keep up the
going?
form that he had?
Similarly with Pogba, can he continue the form that he had with Fernandez
And Martial is the other one.
And maybe maybe build on something and start to repay the fee that they paid for him back. Pogba and Martial the same. I think he's such a hit and miss player that it's so important that he continues his form. Rashford as well. I think Rashford is always a decent creator and a decent presence on the pitch, but in terms of finishing, I think he can sometimes fade in and out. So I think again for him, it's good that he's out as well. Who have United gone for? Is Martial up front?
Yeah, Martial's up front. Yeah,
that's a good choice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'd agree with you. I'd agree with you with the with Rashford fate, but I think for Martial and Pogba, those are the two that it's a big season for them. Rashford, not so much, in my opinion.
I think the thing is we know that even if we know no matter what that Rashford has got that skill and that pace to always influence a game.
Yes.
And even if he doesn't score loads of goals, he will still be an influence. Whereas Pogba and Martial, sometimes they can just be completely non-existent in a game. So
yeah,
for me, I think I think you're right. It is big seasons for Martial, for Pogba, for the likes of McTominay, especially with Van der Beek coming in as well, because anything can happen. We haven't got 15 minutes left of the game, so do you want to talk about maybe some predictions?
Well, it's 5:30 the kickoff, so we've got a few minutes. It's 5:14 now, so.
But yeah, no, and I think if we just quickly talk about Palace, because that's something we haven't done yet. No Townsend, am I correct?
No, Townsend's starting.
Oh, is it? That'll be Sloop will be at left back then, will he?
I'm not sure.
They've got to be careful then on that left side. So much. Bless me.
Bless you.
With so much pace on that left side with Sloop and Townsend.
Yeah.
And we saw it on Saturday against Southampton. They did expose that left side quite well, and wherever Zaha is, he's got the ability to just do unbelievable things with the ball. So I don't think it's going to be an easy ride for United.
Oh no, I don't think that.
And we've seen it in recent years that United have slipped up against Palace.
They have, yeah.
So we'll see. Personally, I think that it could be. I think my prediction last night was 1-1.
Yeah.
I think that's a decent one. That's a decent prediction. I think obviously Eze and Batshuayi on the bench. Batshuayi does not get a lot of game time, and he hasn't had I don't think he's even had that much of a look in over pre-season either. So he probably needs a little bit of time to get match fit.
Yeah.
But once you can see him in, he will make a difference, and and Eze the same as well. We know he'll make a difference, and Ayew is a very good, a very underrated striker. He's not a 15 goals a season, but he chips in with good goals at good times, and he's got good control of the ball. So there's definitely, for me, there's a lot to be positive about if you are a Palace fan, and I think they are going to upset some big teams.
Yeah.
But I still think wherever they were last season, the sort of 12th, 13th mark. I think if you're looking towards the maybe you'd want to break into the top 12 this year, Roy Hodgson. I think that's what they. I'm not sure where they finished last season, but I know they were there or thereabouts.
I can't remember, to be honest.
Breaking into the top 12 either for the first time or again this season would be great for them.
I think they'll finish 14th or 13th, something like that, I reckon.
I think. I feel like United are going to have to do a lot of defending. I think, choosing Townsend and Slup as a partnership down the left obviously is going to expose Luke Shaw, who you could say out the two fullbacks is with Fosu Mensah playing, you could probably say Fosu Mensah is a weak fullback, but it depends.
Well, I'm not sure. Shaw's one-footed, and my dad always goes into a rant every time Shaw passes.
The only thing I'm thinking about Shaw is, one thing I have observed about Fosu Mensah is he can be quite robust in the tackle. So, what I'm thinking is maybe and Palace obviously know him well, especially Roy Hodgson, who signed him there as a player. So, but for me, I'm going to stick to the 1-1. I think I've seen the teams, and I'm pleased with United's selection, and I'm also
it's a very good team.
With Palace's. I think that we saw Chelsea do it on Monday, and it didn't really work for them to put the signings in. Because Havertz did look way off the pace, and Havertz didn't need to be. Chosen when he'd only trained 2 or 3 times with us. So for me, it's a good move by United to not play Van der Beek.
Oh yeah.
Especially because there's also there's not many question marks about how well the likes of Werner, the likes of Havertz, the likes of Gabriel for Arsenal, or Ceballos or Willian. There's not. We know what class they've got. Whereas to me, Van der Beek is an unknown quantity. So I think it's
that is true. Yeah, I'd agree with that. But
so wait and see.
One thing that will help for both teams is they have got some good options off the bench. For Palace, they got Batshuayi and Eze. For United,
and
Fred
Milivojevic, who's on the bench as well.
What's that, sorry?
Milivojevic is on Palace's bench, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
And Milivojevic is a phenomenal player.
Yeah, good player.
He mustn't be match fit. That must be why he's on the bench.
I think so. Well, maybe he's carrying a small injury, I don't know.
Because I can't see one of their best players being on the bench.
Well, he's not usually out the starting 11, is he?
So like we said, we'll see. But I'm looking forward to seeing how both these teams play. I think, it's quite controversial, but I think Southampton were the better side.
Well, I think they had chances to come back, didn't they? Plenty of chances.
Well, I think it was, possibly one of the best goalkeeping performances I've seen in a while since De Gea was saving them left, right, and centre every week for United. But,
it's a big season for him as well.
I think it's a huge season for him. I completely forgot about that. I think it's the right call to start him.
It is, yeah.
Because I would rather him know that if he does play well, for me, if De Gea does play well, he has to stay in. But
if he doesn't, then Henderson should come straight in.
He will also know that one mistake or a couple of mistakes, and Henderson is in, because Henderson to me doesn't deserve to be sat on the bench.
No, absolutely not. He was brilliant for Sheffield United.
But in the same breath, what can you do about that?
Yeah, well, like I said, it's going to be interesting. Can we quickly talk about tonight's London derby? Arsenal beat West Ham.
I'm doing a post-match for this. So maybe if you wanted to talk about it then.
Oh, yeah. Would you be available for a post-match
Maybe.
thing?
I think I should be. Don't quote me on it, but I didn't think I was going to be available for this, but I am, so.
Who knows? I'm going to go for my prediction. I think 2-0 United. I think I'm going to go with Martial to score, and I think Greenwood to come off the bench to score as well, I reckon. So, no, actually, I'm going to go Fernandes and then Greenwood to score. Yeah, 2-0 United.
Okay, I'm going to go, like I've said it a couple of times, I'm going to go 1-1. I am going to say Martial and Wilfried Zaha.
Fair enough. We will see, and we will wait and see, and see what match it is. Hopefully, it's a really good match. I mean, if it's anything to go for, I mean, it's going to be hard to beat those previous two matches. You know, Everton beat West Brom. I'm looking forward to watching our match of the day, and Leeds and Fulham. Wow. So two absolute classic games. And
yeah, what a great day so far in the Premier League.
Absolutely. You know, there's still no fans, but it's good to see that the football is really... We've had some really good cracking matches. And not only that, but obviously on the opening day, you know, Liverpool beat Leeds as well. So, yeah, good to see. We've got some really good games. And let's hope we have some really more games that bring us edge of our seats, you know. One-footed, dominated by one team games. They are boring, to be honest. You know, you want to see
one-sided. You mean?
That's it. Yeah. you want to see goals, and yeah. So yeah, we will see.
Absolutely, and I'm looking forward to coming back later on, possibly. I mean, I'm sure you'll come back anyway. So
I will. Yeah.
Whenever. Look forward to seeing what the talking points are in the game, and
absolutely, yeah.
Wondering, there's a lot of questions about United, and I think
there is
a lot of critics from things I've seen on the internet as well.
Yes.
To do with the transfer business and stuff. So we'll see whether they can answer those critics. And,
but on the other hand, I'm glad they didn't spend really silly money on players, you know, because of the way other clubs and finances are going. It might not have made them look particularly great. Like if they spent 100 million on, say, I don't know, let's just say Sancho, for example. You know, I'd rather.
But let's be fair. If Sancho in Dortmund turned around and said, "Yeah, he can go," they would spend 100 million straight away.
Well, yeah,
so it's kind of a mute point. I think that's one of the problems with United is I feel like that's what they're waiting for. I feel like they're waiting to be told, "Oh yeah, you know, Sancho can come," and then that's that. Whereas there are better alternatives out there available, surely.
Yeah, I mean, Sarr from Watford, he's been linked with.
Yeah, that would be a good signing. You know, Diogo Jota would have been a good signing.
Yeah, although Sarr, he didn't do exactly that great at Watford, though, did he? Yeah, be down in a minute. Right. Sorry, Joe. What were you saying?
No worries. I was thinking about the game is literally about to start. So is that what your dad was saying?
Oh yeah, it's just
yeah.
I've got the on-air sign and still.
No, I am watching. I'm watching the clock. So he's probably like me. He's probably thinking, "Oh, I thought we would have finished by now." But okay. So, yeah, it's a weird one with United and transfers. I think if the opportunity to come up to sign Sancho came up, we know they'd spend that money. So talking about, you know, looking bad and spending money, you know, obviously Chelsea have spent a lot of money, but,
yeah,
you know, because they were in an embargo and they've sold players and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know, they had a lot of money to spend anyway.
Yeah,
so
see, United have struggled to offload some players as well.
I don't like the comments made by Jurgen Klopp about Chelsea spending when within a week Liverpool have literally just spent 70 within 2 days they've spent 75 million.
Yeah.
Which basically renders everything he said about money the other week completely, stupid. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, the game's about to start, so you better get yourself.
Yes, okay. Thank you for your company, and hopefully see you later.
I'll see you later, mate.
Okay, if you want to, guys, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the TubeMix channel.
Yes, please do. We need to get to 50, and then that's the first landmark met.
Exactly. And I'll definitely see you later, and hopefully JLI will too.
Yeah.
So
Thank
goodbye.
you very much for watching. Goodbye.
Oh fudge! It's
All
not.
good?
It's not. It's not. It doesn't seem to be working.
What? It's not letting you play with it?
No, it's just. It's like for some reason, yeah, the end stream button, I click it and it's not ending, and it was the same, which is why I couldn't show my face, because
Oh god, it's still going, it's still alive.
oh,
Okay, right, well I'm gonna go. Goodbye everybody that watched.
right, okay, we've got a problem there. Oh fudge.